Hi, I'm David McGregor. I'm often asked my opinion as to what the Bitcoin price prediction for 2015. In other words, what do I think the price will be this year? Of course, that's almost impossible to have any sort of conclusive answer, but it's interesting to look at some of the historical data because that helps to understand the market and where it's going. Now, what you're looking at now, I'm on blockchain.info, and what we're looking at here is the USD market price over the last 12 months. And of course, that covers a very significant decline in price, which is often talked about in the media. You can see here that it was as high as 678 back in March last year. And currently we're looking at around about 235, although it has been as low here as 177. And when you look at a price chart like that, one may be tempted to view that the price will only keep on declining, and that's sometimes a person's view. However, let's just look at a 2-year chart. Looking at the 2-year chart, you'll notice that what we see here is quite a different picture. In other words, if we go back to 2 years to March, we see the price was about $29 in 2013. $29, which then went up and down, had a bit of a bubble here, and then it rose, and then it had what is now, in hindsight, a major bubble. Look at the escalation in the price there, all the way up to 1151. And since then, we have seen this up and down, but decidedly downtrend on the price. And if you look at all time, it's even more clear. We look at the all-time price, what you can see here, when the price used to be like, $3, $1, 70 cents, 91 cents, you see how it went along like that for a long time, 13, 14, and then away we go. If you look at this, then you realize that where we are now is considerably higher than where we were back here, except for this jump here. And therefore, it's more informative to look at a price in a different time frame, not just the last 1 year. What about the last 60 days? If we look at the last 60 days, we can see that the price has started to go sideways. It's definitely going sideways. In the last 30 days, it's even more obvious. We have more of a sideways price movement. Okay, so what does this mean for the future? I think if we look at the 1-year price, what we can look at and conclude basically is that we've seen a constant bear market over these last 12 months. And at some point, what we're starting to see perhaps is a bottom that was reached, and now that bottom seems to be hanging around the 200 mark, or maybe a little bit higher than that, 220 mark, meaning that maybe we're turning away from the bear market and looking at the potential for a new bull market. Although this sideways price market could go on for some time. It's done it before. So what would I say is a likely price prediction for 2015? I would say it's quite likely that we could see the price move through 500. I have no idea where it will be. A lot of factors could impact on this. I mean, it's quite feasible that the price could hit an all-time high again like it did last year. But I would see, if we move in this type of pattern, I would see that we might stay around 200 or 300 for some time, and then we might see some upside, 400 to 500. I'm not going to stick my neck out and say it will go higher, but I will say generally that I believe the fundamentals of Bitcoin indicate, and all the development and all the investment going into Bitcoin infrastructure, I would say that it would indicate a price rise. But looking at the 2-year chart, I would say that clearly this was a major bubble, and that bubble has been seen to be, retraced over all of last year. And I would say we're now at a position, if you look at this trend line here, if you were to put a trend line through here, I would say this trend line will continue. And that would indicate to me 400 or 500 by the end of the year. Of course, I'll be happy to see it higher, and who knows what the future holds. Anyway, if you're interested in Bitcoin and you'd like to know more than just about the price, then head over to my bitcoinreport.info page, and here I talk a lot more about the background Bitcoin, why it's significant, a lot of recommendations, a lot of links, and you're more than welcome to download a copy and give it a read. So thanks for watching.